So next, let's continue with the previous one. We'll create a third row. So the previous row had 7, 8, 9 and multiplication. So this row will have 4, 5, 6 as numbers and minus as the operation. Okay, so 4, 5, 6 are the numbers in this row, and the operation will be subtraction, that is minus. So it's quite easy to do it now. So even these buttons will be on the buttons frame. So text equals 4, then text, then black. Rest everything is same, only the row number can be different now. Row number, we'll write it as 2. Even the command will change. Button click of 4, then grid, row number is 2. Okay. Column 0. Then 5, text is 5. Then button click of 5. Then row number 2 and column number 1. So row 2 and column 1. Then for the 6, the text will be 6. Then height and width, background can be same. Command equals button click of 6. Then row 2, column 2. Then for minus, text equals minus, then the background we can change it to gray, that is triple E. Then command equals button click of minus in the quotes. Then finally row 2 and column 3. All right. So this is the fourth row, the third row. So similarly, we can create the fourth row. Let's see the output. Okay, it looks good. So these are the buttons. So we guessed that we might get some errors. So let's continue with the fourth row. So the third row, the second row, the third row you saw, it has 4, 5, 6 minus. So the fourth row will have 1, 2, 3 and plus. Okay. So let's copy the third row. So it would be 1, 2, 3 and plus. So for the button 1, it should be on the buttons frame and text should be 1. Foreground black, width, height, border, background color can be same. Then the command should be button click of 1. So the text, let's change for each button 1, 2, 3 and plus. The foreground is same for all the buttons. The width is same for all the buttons. The height is same for all the buttons. The BD is same for all the buttons. The background is same for the first 3 buttons. The plus button can have the, yeah, it is also the same, the triple E. Only the command we can change. So command for the first button is button click of 1, then button click of 2, then button click of 3, and button click of plus. So every button is row number 3, column number starts from 0, 1, 2, 3. Pad x equals 1, pad y equals 1. So the command is 1, 2, 3 and plus. Okay, this is our fourth row. So you can notice here, we have given the cursor as hand 2. So this is the output. So it's almost complete. So the cursor equals hand 2 because when you move your cursor on the window, it will be converted into a hand. That's why we can write it as cursor equals hand 2. If we leave the cursor equals empty, then the normal cursor will appear on the window, meaning an arrow type. So we have completed the fourth row. Now let's create fifth row. The fifth row will have the very important number, that is 0, point and equals. So we need 3 buttons here, 3 more buttons. So it is 0 and point. Then equals. So this line we can remove it. So for the first button, we can have it on the buttons frame. The text should be 0. Foreground is black. Width. The 0, if we want, you can increase the width of the 0 button. So text, let's make it to 0, and width we can make it to 20. Height is 3. Then everything is same. We have to go to the command option. Command equals button click of 0. Okay, then grid. So this is a new row. The previous row was 3, now it should be 4. Row 4 and column 1. So row 4 column 0. Then for this 0 button we can add a column span. So we'll see it later. Then for the, so we'll add it now. So column span equals maybe 2. Okay. So the point will have the text point. Then the remaining things can be same. So the operations, we have made them as gray. So this is triple E. Then command equals button dot click of point. Then row number 4 and column number 2. Because the first button is little wide, that's why we make it as column 2. Then the equals button on the button's frame text equals text is equals. So button equal, correct? So we have defined this button at the beginning. There is no argument inside that. Then grid row 4 and column 3. Okay. The column span 2 means it replaces the 2 columns. Okay. That's why we have given column span equals 2. All right. So we have created this layout. The function wise, it may have some errors. We will try to do that later, but this is our layout, so you can watch it carefully. So the topmost is the entry to display the answer. Then we have the clear option. We have all the operations. We have equal to operation. We have point. Then we have all the numbers. Okay. So hope this is clear. Let's try to do some operations on it. So maybe some names are wrong in this program. So button click, button clear, and button equal. Maybe we will change the names of these functions. So we'll try to make this program functional by making some modifications. Okay, so I will bring a complete program that works well, the complete calculator program. So we'll try to do it as soon as possible. Okay, so you guys can practice this, how to form the layout, and just check how to write the functions for all the operations. Okay, all right then, thank you.